Hello students, in last topic I have told you that the Indian economy as well as the worldwide economy was started from the format of barter system in the ancient time, and on those days the things and services were bought from one person to another on the basis of exchangement of other goods and services. Means the system was totally dependent on the process of exchanging. But during the modernization era, means after 1500 and onwards, the trade and commerce were started at the international level, and the trading was now became one of the most important economic activity, and this cannot be run on the former or the ancient format of barter system. Then this took the form of a new means of exchangement, that was the currency or money. In these modern centuries, the currency became a very popular and useful means of transaction as well as the exchangement of goods and services. After the introduction of currency, now the markets and the selling and buying system was started, and the transformation and use of things was now became the selling and buying. Means the process is now, which was earlier called the exchangement, now it took the form of selling and buying. And as you know that Adam Smith, who is known as the father of economics or modern economics, Adam Smith argued that the capitalist economy is driven by the individual self-interest and works best when individual buyer and sellers make rational decisions that serve their own interest. Means the selling and buying of the objects or things are totally based on the interest of the buyers and sellers. Smith used the idea of the invisible hand to argue that society overall benefits when individuals pursue their own self-interest in the market, because it stimulates the economy and creates more wealth. For this reason, Smith supported the idea of a free market, that is, a market free from all kinds of the regulations, whether by the state or the otherwise. This economic philosophy was also given the name laissez-faire, a French phrase that means leave alone or let it be. Means the buyers and sellers should be given the freedom so that they can decide what should be sell and what should be buy or purchase, and the rates or the prices, these will be also marked or the decided by the sellers and the buyers. It is obvious that the formula was totally based on the demand and supply rule. As far as the demand will increase, the prices of the goods will automatically increase, and if the goods or things are large quantity than the required, means if the objects or goods are more than the needs or demand, then it is very common and obvious that the prices of these goods will be decreased automatically. And it is the duty and responsibility of the people, means buyers and sellers, that they should be control on the demand as well as on the supply. Otherwise, there may be the chances of or the possibility of loss, and this loss may be to the seller or also it may be to the buyer. So modern economics developed from the idea of the early thinkers such as Adam Smith and is based on the idea that the economy can be studied as a separate part of society that operates according to its own laws, leaving out the larger social or the political context in which markets operate. In contrast to this approach, sociologists have attempted to develop an alternative way of studying economic institutions and process with a larger social framework. Sociologists view markets as a social institution that are constructed in a culturally specific ways. And for the example, markets are often controlled or organized by the particular social groups or classes and have specific connections to the other institutions also. Social processes and structures. Sociologists often express this idea by saying that economies are socially embedded. This is illustrated by the example of the weekly or the tribal haat or market. And we will discuss in the next topic and what are these tribal haat or the weekly markets or weekly bazaar, saptahik bazaar.